your favorite big cousin, Tater to what? Too real. And today, guys, I want to talk to you about why I believe Sherrone Moore and the Michigan Wolverines will have no problem beating Ohio State yet again. Stay tuned. Man, when you look at the 2025 Michigan Wolverines and the job head coach Sherrone Moore has done, it has been nothing short of spectacular. Now, I know a lot of people out there are going to say, Tater, too real. Let Ohio State enjoy their national championship. They just won it in January. Why are you already attacking Ohio State? And guys, I'm not making this video to attack Ohio State. I actually grew up a lifelong Florida Gator fan, but I always followed Ohio State. Even when they had Troy Smith, Ted Ginn, Brian Robisky, Brian Hartline, all those guys, right? So I don't make these videos to beat down Ohio State. I'm just bringing you guys back to reality. And the reality is, if you could not beat Michigan last year under Sherrone Moore's first year, there is no way in hell you're going to beat Michigan this year. And we already know this about Michigan. Even though that they lost all those players to the NFL, they're still going to be elite and talented everywhere. How do I know this? Did you guys watch the bowl game versus Alabama? That looks like a traditional Jim Harbaugh Michigan football team. Tough, physical, aggressive. Now, you couple that with the fact that all those players are going to have another year under Sherrone Moore. They did an amazing job as far as recruiting. They did an amazing job in the portal. And guys, I'm here to tell you one thing, Michigan very well might have the best running back duo in all of college football. You talk about thunder and lightning, and what will be sophomore running back Jordan Marshall, during his freshman year in the bowl game versus Alabama, he had 100 yards rushing and kind of burst on the scene. But they brought in Justice Hayes. Justice Hayes is a mini tank at running back. And in my honest opinion, I can honestly see him going for 1,000 yards this year at Michigan. They're going to have one of the best 1-2 punches at running back in all of college football. Also, the offensive line got even better. Michigan brought in 2 freshman 5-star offensive tackles, one being David Sanders, who was at one point a heavy Tennessee lean, and they will manage to get him. So the offensive line will be much better. The running back room will be much better. And most importantly, the quarterback room. Michigan has a very talented quarterback room. A lot of you guys forgot about Jaden Davis, who was supposed to be the future of Michigan football under Jim Harbaugh. He was a former 5-star quarterback. He is still on the roster. So Mikey Keene and Bryce Underwood has been getting all the praise, all the adulation, and Jaden Davis has not transferred yet. So that is something to keep an eye on. He is willing to compete. He is willing to have a fair go at being a starting quarterback at the University of Michigan. But in my honest opinion, it is just primed and ready for Bryce Underwood to take over. If I'm Sherrone Moore, I'm starting Mikey Keene this year, and I'm not even thinking twice about it, because if you really look at the way Michigan is constructed, right, they're more so constructed to be a run-oriented team. Yes, they have some talent at receiver with Fred Moore, Samaj Morgan. They got Anthony Simpson, who transferred in from UMass. They got Donovan McCulley, who started off his career at Indiana as a quarterback. 6'5", big frame, big physical receiver. So yes, they have some talent at receiver, but it is not enough talent for a 5-star quarterback like Bryce Underwood to have. And I hate to say this, but I can kind of see Michigan trending in the future towards a more balanced team, meaning they're going to pass a lot more, be more explosive in the pass game. And you have to with a quarterback like Bryce Underwood. You can't have a Ferrari at quarterback and sit there and dink and dunk and run the ball 90% of the time. So for that reason alone, I can see them going with Mikey Keene. Mikey Keene is a safe quarterback to start. He's not going to make many mistakes. He's going to take what's there, and he's going to play within the offense. So I can see Mikey Keene getting a start. I can also see him Bryce Underwood playing a lot this season, getting him ready for the future. As far as Jaden Davis, he's probably going to transfer after the spring. I mean, the writing is already on the wall. This is Bryce Underwood's job to lose. So Michigan kind of has a small problem at quarterback, but if I was the head coach, I'm going with Mikey Keene. And I'm sorry, Jaden Davis, go find you somewhere else to play. But guys, now let's talk about the defense. And Michigan is known for a run game and very tough defense. And in 2025, nothing will change that. When you think about Derek Moore and TJ Guy, This is probably going to be one of the best pass rush duos in all of the Big Ten, and hell, probably in all of college football. I'm also going to throw Jayshon Branham in that mix as well. He's going to get some time on the defensive line. They also brought in players via the transfer portal, Damon Payne from Alabama, and among other players. So defensive line wise, they're going to be solid. They got one of the best defensive coordinators in all of college football. And in my honest opinion, he's the best defensive coordinator in all of college football, Wink Martindale. It was a reason why this past offseason, NFL teams was hitting him up, checking on his interest in joining the NFL again, but he's going to stay loyal to Michigan. Congratulations to them. On the back end, they're going to have a lot of talent, Jair Hill, Rod Moore, Zeke, so forth and so on. They're going to be stout at linebacker as well, and this is going to be the best defense in all of Big Ten. But Tater to real, Ohio State is going to have the best receiving core in all of college football. How would Michigan match up with them? Guys, like I said at the beginning of this video, Michigan beat them last year on the down year. Michigan is going to be much more talented this year. Ohio State is not going to be better this year than they were last year, especially on defense. And about those receivers you're talking about, Carnell Tate, Brandon Ennis, Jeremiah Smith, yeah, I heard them all. But the problem you guys aren't seeing is, in football, there's a thing called ball-controlled offense. Michigan is going to run the football, bleed the clock, play physical, which means Ohio State's offense is not going to be on the field as much, which means Jeremiah Smith is going to have less opportunities, Carnell Tate is going to have less opportunities, also Brandon Ennis is going to have less opportunities. So I say all that to say this: Michigan is going to be better, Ohio State is not. Michigan was not that good last year and still beat Ohio State, so there's no way in hell Ohio State is going to beat them this season. Also, Ohio State will be breaking in a new quarterback in Julian Sands. So Ohio State fans, enjoy your national championship, but you're going to still be remembered for losing to Michigan that year, and you're going to lose to Michigan again this season. This is your boy Tater Too Real, where we always keep it too what? Too real. Holla.